Ramble.
Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of You Can Sit With Us. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Maggie. I am joined in the studio by our producer, Rainie.
Hello.
And we have Becky from home, recording from home.
Hello.
We also have Mr. Bosif here. He's decided to be co-host. Come here, Bo. He's also here in the studio with us. I can't forget to mention.
He really is. He is in Guilty Pleasures and You Can Sit With Us. He's a mainstay.
Is he?
He's one of the biggest talents we have.
Perfect. We have a very exciting episode for you guys today. We are responding to the Try Guys. They say all sorts of absurd things on their podcast, and we are here to address them all. So
yes, but starting out, you guys have been all over the world.
Have we been all over the world?
I feel like you were in Illinois and Mexico.
Oh, okay. Combined. I was in Illinois, but Becky was in Illinois. But between the both of us, we were in different countries, exploring different things, seeing different people. But
Yeah, what were you doing in Mexico, Max?
so I was there over Christmas visiting the area. Well, actually, hold on. We were there over Christmas, and then we also went back kind of close to our 1-year anniversary, and we were in the town that we got married in, which was very exciting. My family was there. They wanted to make a trip out of it, which was really fun. And then I came back for a week, and I returned to a different part of Mexico, which was on the east coast of Mexico, which I've never been before. And that was for Lauren's bachelorette, Lore DIY, which was so fun.
Was there drama there?
There was no drama. I know people always say that like when large groups for bachelorette parties get together, there's always beef because you're all like vying for the same person and you all have different friendships from like different periods of their life. And there's sometimes not at all. It was very chill.
Everybody got along.
Everyone got along. Everyone was very nice, supportive. We all there was no issues. Thank God.
Were there any single girls on the trip?
Yes, there was one. There was one.
Okay. I feel like if there's only one, because I'm like, did anybody hook up with anybody? But if there's only one, it's hard.
Nah.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah, it was a different vibe. It was definitely very chill. We went to dinner one night. We went snorkeling off the coast of Tulum/Cancun. It is the second largest barrier reef in the world after Australia.
Oh my gosh.
Which was really exciting.
Whoa.
I wish I could have been out there for longer because it was so cool. I've never done something like that.
Did you see fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw stingrays, which like
Whoa.
I kept asking our snorkel guide, like, what kind of stingray is that? He was just like, stingray. And I was like, but I want to know what kind. But it was huge. But it was really cool. It was beautiful. There was all sorts of fun little fishies. And then we had like a bracelet making party one night. We did play pin the penis on the man or whatever.
Yeah, how many penis themed things were there?
There was penis straws and pin the penis on the man. That was about it.
Penis straws.
That's a pretty tame amount of penis.
Yeah. I was I don't think I've been to a bachelorette. Like the last couple that I've been to, including mine, I was staunchly anti-penis. Anti-penis.
Didn't you have a penis like mascot come out at one point?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. So that was actually Zach's sister's doing. And I was very staunchly anti-penis out of respect for her because I was just like, it's just not the vibe.
Oh my gosh. Being on, with the sibling. Wait, Becky, how many penises were in your bachelorette?
I think there were maybe penis straws. I didn't have we did the Palm Springs one, me, Matt, Maggie, and David. And then I had one in Chicago with my bridesmaids. And they were both like quickie kind of trips. It was more about like relaxing and like vibing than like penis. But there were some penis straws at both.
Yeah.
The penis straw is funny. I've never seen those actually.
Penis straw is funny.
They're funny.
But that's just,
And they're different colors. They're funny.
And Lauren is excited to get married, obviously.
Oh my gosh, yeah. She gets married in 2 weeks. I remember when she first announced her wedding date many years ago. I was like, wow, that feels so far away. And now we're here.
Oh, yeah. How long ago did they?
I want to say like 2 years, if not 2.5. At least 2. Yes. Because we hadn't gotten married yet. But what is time? You know? It's gone by so quickly. But we're excited. We're all going to her wedding. And it's going to be so lovely. And I can't wait. And it's in California, which is exciting as well.
That's nice. What are you guys wearing?
She wanted colorful formal. So we're all wearing different fun. Becky has like a fun green and pink print dress. And then I have like a magenta-y, purpley, ruffly dress that I'll be wearing. Yes, which is very fun and exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually getting married at the same place for Vanderpump Rules fans out there, where Sheena Shea had her first wedding.
Oh, drama.
Yeah, and I'm only saying it because Lauren said it in an Instagram reel, so it's not like I'm spoiling like the location.
Oh, I think she's been open about.
Shown it.
Yeah, she's shown it. There's been a lot of like celebos that's gotten married at this venue in particular. I heard like Miguel's wedding was there as well.
Whoa.
I also think that may have ended in divorce, but I can't. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, sorry. Sheena Shea is no longer
married.
Shea.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How did you guys choose your wedding venues?
I toured a bunch.
Yeah.
I initially wanted to get married in California. But then I toured like a couple different venues, and then Zach's sister decided that she wanted to get married in San Luis Obispo, and I wanted to get married in kind of like Central California as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of Zach's family members, especially his parents and like that side, would be coming from the East Coast twice within the span of like 6 months.
Yeah.
So I was like, I kind of want to do something different. I don't want to bring people to the same kind of area again. And she had already booked her venue. So I was like, we have gone to like Puerto Vallarta, this town, for the last like 5 or 6 years. As a family, my parents have been there. We really enjoyed it. Zach's parents have been there. They really enjoyed it. So we were like, this seems like what we want to do. And so that's kind of how we decided. And we wanted to do an outdoor wedding. Mm-hmm. We didn't want something like in a ballroom or something like that. So they have many options.
Yeah,
so that's how we ended up there.
Perfect weather.
Yeah. What about you, Becky?
Well, I can joke about it now because it's been many years since this happened. But we knew we wanted to get married in Illinois because that's where obviously all of our friends and family were from. And we picked the place that was closest to where my grandparents lived because I really wanted my grandpa to be able to come, and he was not very mobile. And then he died before it happened. So that was like a bummer. But he did get to see my dress. And like I said, it's been many years. So I've moved on from crying when I say that. But yeah, we basically picked the venue because it was the most, like we basically had a weekend to choose a venue. I had like a weekend to choose a venue, a weekend to choose a dress because we were just coming in to visit. And yeah, it was the one that was going to be the most like easy for him to get around. There weren't any like stairs and not a lot of like gravel or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because he had a cane and it was like 10 minutes from their house. So
yeah,
but he got to see the dress. So
and you were like thinking of him, you know, like it was like I'm sure he felt loved of like, oh, this is, you know.
Yeah. We tried. I offered. I was like, we could get married before because we were engaged for about a year. But he really didn't want that. He was like, no, I want you to have your wedding. And my grandma brought a picture of him in her purse. So that was nice. But it is always awkward when people are like, why did you pick Frankfort, Illinois to get married in?
Was Frankfort close to the suburb that you grew up in?
About 45 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
Not 45, maybe 30 minutes away. Yeah. It wasn't super far from where I grew up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Becky, did your dad?
Grandparents lived in Tinley Park.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, actually, we'll offline about this later. My one of my best friends just got matched with residency and is going to part of Illinois.
Oh,
but it's a very small town. I'll have to look up where it is. But
look it up. Tell me.
Yeah, Devin knew, so I bet you'll know.
Okay, yeah. If Devin knows, I know.
Yeah,
the Midwestern girlies.
Wait, how did we even get here? I guess we were talking about venues.
I think we were talking about the Bachelorette first.
Oh, yes.
We went from penis straws
Yes.
to wedding venues.
Friendship bracelet making, which is
Illinois.
so cute.
Yes.
Yeah. And some beach time.
We had some beach time, which was really fun. We ate a lot of food. We went grocery shopping, but we also had a couple catered dinners from, there was a chef at the Airbnb that you could get them to come for, and they had like a full menu that you could pick from, which was really nice because we came. So the trek to get to Tulum was no joke, especially from Los Angeles. So it's a 5-hour flight. You are moving 3 hours ahead.
Oh my gosh.
So that turns into like 8 hours ahead plus 2 hours to get to the city of Tulum, which turned into like an entire day of travel. So we didn't get to the Airbnb until like 9 p.m. at night their time. And we left pretty early. So we were starving. And so it was really nice to have just food already there because nothing's worse than like getting to vacation and like being hangry after like a full travel day.
I'm going to lose it, actually.
I'm going to eat this table. So it was really nice to have that already kind of taken care of. And we thought about it in advance. We're like, we're going to be hungry. So it was a really nice start.
Do you guys have a ratio of I want to, if there's a 5-hour flight, I want to spend like 3 days there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's a 2-hour flight, I could spend one night.
Yeah.
But that's one of those. I mean, you were there for a while though, so it evened out.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were there enough time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would have loved to spend more time there, but no, I think it was like the right amount of time for that much travel.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Like if I'm going cross country, I'd like to make the most of it, especially like going on like a 16-hour flight or
oh my gosh,
I don't know, to somewhere crazy. You don't want to spend like 4 days there. That's
then you're just gonna yeah. Do you guys have?
I don't know how flight attendants do it.
I know, and constantly
with the time
changing
changes and stuff,
time zones and stuff like that. It's so hard.
Yeah, I think so. My friend's mom was a flight attendant, and I think that I don't know if they've changed it, but they used to be like if you're going on a big trip, they have to put you up in a hotel for like 4 days or something. So it's kind of a nice deal.
Oh,
there's like protections for it. That's nice.
Yeah, which is huge. But I don't know how it is now. I feel like everything is deteriorating a little. So we'll see. Yeah. But yeah, do you guys have any tips for long? Like, what do you do on a plane?
Like long. I am terrified of being hungry on an airplane. I think it's my worst. One of my worst like anxieties. Whenever I have a flight that's Whenever I have a flight that's longer than 2 hours, I will bring food that isn't perishable and make sure I go to hit up Trader Joe's like the night before if I'm leaving town. And then the same for going back. I have gotten like salads and I have put them like on ice packs.
Oh my gosh.
And made sure that I do not go hungry because like I will,
they allow ice packs through security. I guess it's not water.
Yeah.
Like a different thing.
Or if it's like a salad with nothing that's like gonna go bad and I eat it within like the first couple hours. I usually try and book flights pretty early, but I remember ordering like a salad from Mendocino Farms for Zach and I, and we were going to New York, and he left it on the coffee table. I was so anxious because like that's a tough flight to not have food. Like you have to get like a little snack
did it
pack.
Smell?
Yeah.
We sent my sister and we were like, can you throw these salads away, please? Because she had to bring out our trash cans anyway. So she's like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But it was like a corn bean salad. It was madness. I was so mad.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I know for me, even though I live in sunny California, we still have those cloudy days, and I never want to leave the house. It makes me less social, see less of my friends, and honestly have less fun. What's the right amount of socializing for you, and how do you recharge? Maybe you thrive around people, or maybe you need some more alone time. Therapy can give you the self-awareness to build a social life that doesn't drain your battery. Here You Can Sit With Us, we love therapy. It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/sitwithus today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sitwithus.
What about you, Becky? What do you do to prep for a fight? Like,
it used to be, it's very different now.
Right? You have
we
to.
used to, be able to relax, but we actually had Henny's first airplane ride.
Yeah, how was it?
To Chicago. He was great. He loves being out and like seeing people, but just the like packing of everything
There's so much stuff.
A lot.
Yes.
It was a lot of things, but thankfully we had sent a lot to my parents.
Oh.
Because my neighbors next door who I grew up with, their son just had a baby and she's a couple months younger than Henny. So I was like, I'm just going to order my normal box of diapers and then my mom's going to give it to our neighbor
smart.
when she's in that size. Because I was like, I can't pack it. That's so much.
Many
it was already
diapers.
so much stuff to pack. So many diapers. He's on formula, so it was like a lot of formula to pack. And we only had it pull, like I had read all the things online, like make sure you take the formula out and all this other stuff. And I took it out. They only ever checked it like once.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, whatever.
And it was
but
powder?
it was pretty chill.
It was powder formula that they had to check?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, because you can't bring like large
Liquid.
quantities of powder on a plane.
Oh.
They
Checks
have to
out.
do the test strips.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. And then what else did we do on it? Oh, we did Southwest. So we got a deal. So we bought Henny his own seat.
Ooh.
That was
King
clutch.
King Henny.
That was clutch. I don't think I will, because the plus side of that is you don't have to check his car seat, because I think it's the same. I would have to like double check this online, but it's really, really messed up. They don't like insure your wheelchairs, like assisted walking devices, strollers, car seats, any of that stuff you could put in the bottom of the plane. It could get totally mangled. And basically the airline just says sorry at the end of it.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
I've seen some like really crazy horror stories about people's like wheelchairs that are like thousands and thousands of dollars. And like that's their way to get around and like to move. And then the airline's just kind of like, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Our bad.
Whoa.
So I was really scared to put the car seat underneath because we just have one. So I was like, I don't want this breaking.
Yeah.
And then not like, how would we get Henny from
the
airport to my parents' house without a car seat?
Yeah.
Like, that's so unsafe.
Whoa.
So we were able to strap, because our car seat can get strapped in just with a seat belt. So we were able to bring that. But like if we weren't flying, again, the best airline, Southwest,
Yes.
dab.
Oh my God.
We got like a great deal. So the flights weren't like $1 bajillion to buy a baby a seat.
That's great. Did you get to check I'm guessing you had to pay for the check-in, like the advanced check-in anyway, because you can't be checking in all three of you. General boarding. But did you get to like, so you had to, you, Keith, and your baby had to like check in all at the same time to make, like, what happens if you didn't get a seat next to Henry?
No, it's Southwest. So it doesn't matter when we checked in. Family boarding always goes between groups A and B.
They do family. That's right.
They do family boarding on, again, Southwest, dab. They do family boarding, and you can also do extended time boarding, which I was flying. We went to see my brother-in-law and sister-in-law in Texas right before Henny came. So I was 32-ish weeks pregnant at that point.
Oh, wow.
And a TSA guy came up to me, or a gate agent guy came up to me and was like, I don't want to make assumptions, but if you are pregnant, did you know you're allowed to board with the family boarding and have extra time to get to your seat? And I was like, I was kind of like, oh, no, thank you. Because you can't, if you do family boarding or you board, family boarding, you can't sit in the emergency exit row anyway, because
You block
a car
it.
seat obviously would block the exit. But if you do the I need extra time to board, then you can't sit in the exit row. And it was me and Keith, so we really wanted to sit in the exit row because he's got those long legs.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Southwest always does family boarding, and I think military gets to go on, active duty military get to go on in between groups A and B. So it doesn't matter when you're check-in is.
Yeah. I mean, this is free promo, but what's your favorite airline? Not Southwest.
Not Southwest, only because, mostly because the places that we go don't fly. Like Southwest isn't like a common airline that would fly to the places that we normally frequent.
Yeah.
So
New York.
as a result, we have Delta status.
Delta.
And when you have status, you get free upgrades. We've gotten upgraded pretty much on like every single flight, and we book Maine, and we've gotten upgraded to Comfort Plus. One flight we went from Maine to Comfort Plus to first.
Oh,
That's only happened once.
Whoa.
that's a good day.
There was one time, Zach talks about it all the time. There was only one seat in first class left, and Zach was first on the list, and he was out getting tea that morning, and the flight, the agent looks at me, so like, oh, there's only like one seat. Like, would you like to just one of you to go and then the other one to stay? And we were on a flight with Steffi and Ethan, Zach's sister, and my brother-in-law. And I was like, well, we're all kind of like in the same row. Like, no, it's okay. We'll stay. Zach still is so mad about it. He's just like, I could have gotten you the free meal. I promise I would have come back. But I was like, then it would have messed up like the whole flow. We were like flying with family. Familia stays together, but he like never lets me.
Oh my God.
Never lets me live that down. So does Steffi. Steffi was making so much fun of me. She's like, how could you like say no to that? Since someone behind us got to upgrade. I was like, I'm sure it meant more to the person behind us. It's fine. And I think that was the first time it was actually going to happen, which was also crushing. And he's like, it's never going to happen again. Like, I have dreamed about being like, this is why I have status. I want the free upgrades.
Oh, I've never flown first class. But I will say my sister's boyfriend is a pilot for Delta.
Oh.
And he loves it. He thinks it's the best airline.
Oh.
There we go. I know. Another reason we
great.
like it too is because we asked our friend who's a pilot, and they're like, why do other pilots want to work? And they say Delta. So we're like, okay. Noted.
Oh, okay.
No
I
tip.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So Becky, so the trip was we covered the flight, and then how was the trip itself?
It was pretty good. It was, we were going forward in time 2 hours, and then that weekend was daylight savings time, so we went ahead 3 hours. And it was actually, Henny just like isn't a baby that gets like overtired and then mad. He just gets overtired and like kind of drowsy.
Aww.
So he was so excited on the plane that he just stayed up the whole time. So he was awake for like 10 hours.
Oh my
and
God.
I was like, kid, you gotta take a nap. You gotta take a little snooze. But when we got to my parents' house, he just went to bed. He was like, okay, bedtime.
He's a party
Bye.
baby. He can't miss out on all the adventure.
No, and he woke up at like the normal time. I'd say the only thing that I think like freaked him out a little bit is that one, my parents' house is really echoey. They don't have any like carpets or anything other than in the kitchen. And it's all like wood floor. And then he was in my brother's old room, and the doors are mirror doors. So I feel like he could see himself every once in a while out of his pack and play, and was like,
I was like, who is
what am I
that?
doing here? Yeah. It's like, who's that baby? Yeah, but it was fun. He got to meet his Gigi, my grandma, for the first time in IRL.
Oh, was she excited?
They just met via Zoom.
Oh.
Yeah, and Keith's parents. So
Grandparents.
it's cute. Yeah. He had fun.
Did you see any friends from? Is hometown friends? Did you see any hometown friends?
No, a lot of my friends moved.
That's what I figured,
from
yeah.
the suburbs. Yeah. So we just kept it with family, just because that's who we had, not seen in a while. And my friends have more of an opportunity to like either come here or we could go visit them in the city. But yeah, it would just it's too much work to get Henny down into the city right now.
Yeah.
Once he's like a little older, it'll be easier.
Yeah. Did you have any good meals? Your mama cooked some good meals?
Well, we are on our fitness journey. So whenever we go to Chicago,
Must be
it's
hard.
always it's so hard because I call it pizza week. I like to have pizza every day.
Yeah, deep
because
dish.
It's the best pizza. So I was like, okay, we're having Palermo's pizza and we're just gonna have it once. And then we just ate home cooked meals.
Yum.
Healthy vegetarian meals.
Are you vegetarian too?
No, but my parents are.
Okay.
They were vegan. Now they're more vegetarian.
Yeah.
So we just kind of eat whatever they make. Someone cooks it, we'll eat it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I saw a promo for Southwest, and they were like, "We're so excited to show you these new seats," and they were getting trashed in the comments because they're like
they
cardboard,
got dragged on their seats.
yes, because they're like cardboard width.
We had the new seats, and it didn't feel different. Like, it looked different. It certainly looked thin, but it didn't like feel
Different.
I don't know, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It kind of felt the same.
I feel like I've been on like JetBlue and like other airlines, and they have pretty thin seats too. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a huge difference between other airlines, but the fact that they made it like a whole like PR, like we love Southwest. It's very funny.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the Airbnb things too. Have you seen those ads where it's like, why book like 2 rooms when you can just be in? And it's like, wait, what?
Like an entire
Like,
house or
yeah,
whatever. Where did they? I haven't.
Yeah.
I've reckoned. Was that on just like social or like YouTube or something?
I feel like it must be on TikTok or something. I don't know. It's always up, and I'm just like, I guess.
I feel like I see it on Hulu or
Yeah.
like YouTube TV when we put The Bachelor on.
Yeah. Has anyone tuned into Love is Blind this last season? I just watched the reunion. It is crazy.
I feel like I've watched it because everybody's talking about it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I see the TikTok clips.
Yeah.
Yes. I shared a room with Kelsey at The Bachelorette, and she started from episode 1, and she watches TV every night. So it would be like on. So like I got dragged in, and I like got invested very quickly because I don't think I would have watched. I watched the first season, and then I haven't watched since.
Yeah.
But this season is crazy.
Crazy.
Yes.
What do you think? Okay, when was the first time that you were like, okay, Kelsey and I are friends? Like, it's not Zach's friend. It's now we are friends.
I feel like she's such a warm person. Like
Yeah.
when Zach introduced us at like a BuzzFeed event, she's just like very like, okay, this is my friend now. And maybe like a year after that, we started talking, not necessarily with Zach involved.
No
Yeah.
group chat.
I honestly do not remember the moment, and that's just like a testament to like the person that she is. She's just very like welcoming and
Yeah.
You
like
are-
immediate.
yeah,
Yeah.
almost immediate. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched, do you not watch TV every night?
No.
Oh my, Becky, do you watch? I feel like you watch TV every night.
We watch TV every night, but not to go to sleep.
Oh.
We used to have it on all the time, but Henny's nursery is the door next to ours.
Yeah.
Like it's connected. So we only watch TV in the living room now. But yeah, I watch TV every night.
Yeah. How do you go to sleep?
That's my like activity.
How do I go to sleep? I will either have my Kindle.
Oh, you're
I
a
like
reader.
I like very much like, or I'm doing like laundry or like little things, and I like try and wind down and like not do screens.
Oh yeah, that is better.
It is better. The TV in our bedroom is so far from the actual TV, so it's actually kind of hard to watch TV. If I could have it my way, it'd be like right above the bed, so I could just like lay
Yeah.
and have it like right above me
On the ceiling.
on the ceiling. Exactly.
Yeah. Becky, do you have a TV in your bedroom?
We do. Yeah.
I need to get that. I need to mount it though. It'll take a lift.
Yeah, when we're on vacation, sometimes we'll use our laptop and just put it
that's
on.
that's how I
yeah.
usually do it.
Oh, yeah.
But I think a TV could be my next
game
big
changer.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked having a TV in our room. We mounted it, and our bedroom is kind of like an odd shape. Like I think I've talked about it before, where like our bedroom is larger than our living room, and we actually have like another basically like living room. We have a love seat and a couple chairs like in our bedroom. So the TV is above the fireplace, but because of the angle of where the bed is, we had to get a mount that you can like pull out, lean down, and like turn so that you could see it from the bed.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was very funny. We had the guy from like Best Buy or something. We got on some Black Friday deal, came to install it, and he was like, yeah, well, you would usually need someone to do XYZ because it's above a fireplace, but I know how to do that. And we were like, great, we have $40 for you if you can do that for us. If you can save us that phone call, you got it.
You got
Oh
it.
my gosh.
You got it, dude.
You guys, this is a big tip. Have you guys ever used TaskRabbit?
Oh yeah.
I am
Yes.
obsessed with
Yes.
TaskRabbit.
I love TaskRabbit.
Yes.
Then I've made friends with like the people on TaskRabbit, and then I just have them on speed dial, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah. Oh,
Wanna help?
and then you go through direct and just Venmo. So the TaskRabbit doesn't even.
yeah,
That's big.
we're like this.
I had one bad experience with a TaskRabbit, and it wasn't even bad. He did a good job. He was just a smoker who definitely smokes in his car.
Oh.
And he was putting in, we got like an IKEA storage unit thing for Henny's closet in his nursery. And like, I am someone who's like very sensitive to the smell of cigarette smoke. And it took me like days to get the memory of the smoke out of the house. Like I had like every window open, every fan blowing. Yeah. And I was like, he did such a good job and he did it so fast. Yeah. But like that lingering odor.
Yeah. It's such a particular. Yeah.
Such a smell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oof. But the TaskRabbits, they're so charming. I use the
charming.
I used the TaskRabbit for the first time because I got a mattress from the office.
Oh, okay.
So the purple, they did a sponsorship or like some thing with purple mattress. And then Leslie puts in Slack and she's like, hey, I have like, does anybody want this king size 5,000-pound mattress? And I was like,
a king size bed. You're like, absolutely me.
I was like, I will take one. And then she was like, the only catch is you have to move it from here to your apartment. Mm-hmm. And so I hired a TaskRabbit, and I was like, okay, are we in love? Like they're so like, he's like doing something for me. He's like acts of service. He was very charming.
Were you on standby to help too?
Yeah, I was sort of like, but like not really doing much.
You're like, I got this, don't worry.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so happy that you have
I know. And by the way, great mattress.
Yeah.
Love it.
One of my best friends has a purple mattress. She swears by it.
It's so comfy. And Keith was like
You're
jumping.
Probably rolling around like every corner, Rainie.
Oh, I've got a lot of space. It's just me in a king size bed.
Man.
You can go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's it's a field. But Keith like jumped on there was an egg, a raw egg, and he jumped on the mattress. And so I saw this on TikTok and I was like, that's my mattress.
Egg. I saw that ad and I was like, this is really
a good
cool.
ad.
I did not know that you could do that. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. But going to the main segment of our podcast.
Yes.
Which is addressing, I feel like the Try Guys just say things all the time, left, right. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you guys have never really I want to hear your thoughts on, for example, have you heard about Zach's new discovery?
What is his new discovery? Probably, honestly.
He recently discovered that that there's a sneeze kink.
I don't think I've heard this one. No. A sneeze kink. So is it just people into...
Yeah, so when you were gone at the Bachelorette, he did a deep dive on the sneeze kink. And so he was all the way in. He was on the sites.
And trying to figure it out? What prompted this research?
Oh, it was because...
you were out of town, Maggie.
Yeah. He was lonely.
It's like, what can I spend my Saturday?
Make a buck while you're out of town.
Did someone comment on a video? Did Zach did Zach sneeze on camera?
Yeah, he sneezed a bunch of times on camera, and somebody was like, do you know?
Oh, why was he sneezing a bunch?
It was the piercing one.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When he got his septum pierced.
I'm surprised he hasn't told you about it.
No. He did not.
He likes to keep it to himself.
That man sneezes a lot, though. Like
really?
Septum. Yeah. Anytime he gets a COVID test. Sometimes when he brushes his teeth, just like the vibration. I think he just like has. I don't know. Maybe his olfactory. I don't know if olfactory is like the one that controls his sneezing, but it definitely controls smell. But he's just. I don't know. His is just hypersensitive, but he's always sneezing.
Does he have a
sneezer?
Yeah.
A sneezer. Yeah.
Sensitive sense or sensitive sense of smell?
No, I think he's just like, or actually he is very sensitive to smell. Like he can smell mildew quicker than I can. Like if there's just like a towel in our bathroom that like lightly smells of mildew, he smells it. And I have to like stick my face in it. And I'm just like, I don't smell it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just years and years of nursing that I'm just like trying to not have a good.
Are you changing your bathroom towel?
What do you mean?
Why?
A lot of
Why are you smelling it?
Because he said it smelled like mildew.
How often do you change your bathroom towels, Becky?
Every 2 uses.
Two uses?
Mine's like once a week.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Because I don't understand how people get so icked out by towels. Because essentially, you're drying yourself when you are clean. So unless Like sometimes
yes, but
mine.
the water is staying on the towel.
Yeah, and then the only reason it does get mildewy, like sometimes I'll use it for my hair, and so it's like super wet, and I'll hang it. And the way we hang it, sometimes it's not like fully splayed out.
I'm inspired by this every 2 uses. I love clean things. I haven't even thought of that. I do it probably once a week.
Yeah,
which is a lot, or like a lot of uses.
Yeah, I do once a week too.
I'm gonna change. I have enough towels to be doing it every year.
I know. I have a couple of friends who are like every one use people, but I don't have. Yeah, I'm not that committed.
If I could have, I wish I could change the sheets every day.
Yeah,
I love that.
I wish I could change my sheets every day.
Yeah. I love clean sheets.
So good. Shaved legs, clean sheets.
Especially when they're warm. Ooh. Yes.
Love it.
So next one. So Keith really wants to know what kind of tree he is.
You know, I watched the clip and I agree. He's not a river. He's not a water. Like, I feel like that really came out of left field.
Okay, context.
I feel like maybe he was getting teased a little bit about being water. Like, have you seen that man? He's a tree.
Okay, so the context, Maggie, is so in the tripod we were going through, you know those TikToks that's like, what vibe are you? Mm-hmm. What type of water are you? Mm-hmm. And so one was what kind of water, and it was like, we were like, oh, I think Keith's a river. And he was like, I think I'm a tree. And we were like, huh. So, but Becky is obviously his spouse and totally is on board.
I'm on board with tree. I feel like he's not a water baby. He's not a water. He doesn't remind me of water. Other than the expression, tall drink of water.
Why do you think he's a water, Rainie? I want to hear everyone else's take.
It was like what type of water. So we were kind of trying to decide. And I think he's a river because he moves fast and he he's got places to be.
He's got places.
Always moving.
And he's from the
always
south.
Moving, always going somewhere.
Oh, okay.
You know? But I mean, actually, okay, first we have to decide what kind of tree Keith is. And then we have to decide what kind of waters we are. But I could see, so if we're switching into tree, I feel like oak could be big for him.
Yeah.
Oh, the mighty oak tree.
The mighty oak.
I feel like I'm torn between eucalyptus.
Oh, yes.
And a Joshua tree, a yucca tree.
Oh my gosh. I am beautiful options.
I know. I feel like the eucalyptus trees just grow so big and they're so tall.
They smell good.
They're like very lush.
Yeah.
Very lush.
And then the yucca tree is just like really sturdy. And Keith's got like, sturdy. They're like, they might be short, the trees are short themselves, but they're very...
They're very
strong.
Yeah.
I'm seeing palm. Just like tall and just like cool vibes.
LA. Very LA.
Very LA. Go
influencer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lights on fire every once in a while.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do palm trees light on fire?
Yeah, have you not heard that lore of if you've moved to LA and you've never seen a palm tree on fire, then you don't really live here.
I've never seen a palm tree on fire. I've lived here almost my whole life.
Really?
Never.
Have you? Becky, you've seen it?
Yeah.
The shorter ones or like the high ones?
No, the tall ones. Like their leaves will just be like on fire. Like you'll just be like, oh my God, that palm tree's on fire. And then the leaves will like fall off.
Oh my God.
It was very big in Hollywood.
Whoa. That is scary.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a transplant lore.
Yeah.
How do they, so I guess it's just heat and then why do they light on fire? I guess it's like the magnifying glass on the ant kind of thing.
Yeah. I assume being so dry.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It might be a question for Hank Green.
We've got, oh my gosh.
We got a list. I got a list for him. So many questions.
So many questions.
Hank.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list.
Okay, what kind of water let's do Maggie first.
Okay.
I feel like...
What kind of water am I?
I feel like you have very feminine energy. I'm like, what's the most feminine water?
Like a stream.
A stream. A hot spring.
Mm-hmm.
A hot spring.
Yeah, I think it's a hot spring for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to a hot spring?
Yes. I've been to one in like the Eastern Sierras in California. It was really nice. It's kind of like by Mammoth-ish. Not really, actually. It's like an hour away. But I went during the summer and it was really nice.
Oh, it's like a hot tub, but IRL.
Yeah. I was kind of grossed out because I couldn't see the bottom at first, but then we got in and it was actually very nice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get spooked out when I can't see the bottom. I'm like,
I know.
I mean, speaking of hot tubs, I have a horrible story.
Oh no.
I recently found out people are peeing in hot tubs.
Who are these people? Your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People in the office are peeing in hot tubs.
That is a small
100%
body
people pee in hot
of
tubs.
water. That is a small every
and it's
single
warm.
Yes.
It like grows.
That's why I think people are peeing in them.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It's
not.
warm.
I refuse.
I cannot. I just am like, I don't even know if I can go into a hot tub again.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer because I love hot tubs.
Have you ever gone into a pool where a baby's been wearing a swimming diaper?
Yes.
Oh, yes, probably. I mean,
you
I
know
must
that
have.
doesn't keep pee in.
Yeah, it absorbs just everything around it.
It doesn't absorb anything. It just keeps the poop inside.
Oh.
Because you can actually wash swim diapers. The pee comes right out.
Oh no.
So if you're ever in a pool
With a little
and you see a
baby.
baby swimming around, you're swimming around that baby's pee.
Well, that baby doesn't know better. That baby may not be potty trained. That is a small volume of fluid. Adults, you know better. Let's all work together. Let's not be nasty.
Yeah, don't pee in. Peeing in a hot tub, I feel like is just. Well, I do feel like it would be a second nature type thing, where it's like you're warm. It's like a warm, cozy.
I get wanting to do it, but I don't like it.
I feel like a hot tub is so
foul.
small, and that needs treatments very often.
Yeah.
And I feel like if there were 8 people or 6 people or 4 people in the hot tub and we all unleashed our bladder capacity into the hot tub, that is just rude.
Rainie, name names. Who pees
Who
in
is
a hot tub?
Desiree? Kaylin.
Wow.
Wait, I think it was Kaylin. I can't even really, I'm pretty sure Kaylin. And they were so nonchalant. They were like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Come on. Like, you do too. And I was like, I do not.
I do not. Oh my gosh.
No, I can't say I've peed in a hot tub.
Yeah.
I want people to actually come up with the little food coloring thing that we were told as kids, that if you pee in this pool, like it's going to turn like pink or something like that.
Well, Desiree's story was,
Exposed.
literally, she was like, when I was a kid, I went swimming, peed in the pool. And then the guy was like the camp counselor or whatever was like, don't pee in the pool, by the way, it'll turn a different color. And she was like, I already did. And it didn't.
You're actually wrong.
She's like, gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah, but they should. I mean, at least nothing bad has
And
happened.
hot tubs are warm, so I feel like they harbor bacteria so
That's
much
what I'm
easier
thinking.
in
They
the.
actually do. If you have like an open wound or something like that,
They say not to
or
go
you're
in
prone to UTIs, like hot tubs are really bad.
Yeah. In Glee, remember?
Yes,
Quinn
literally.
That is how Quinn Fabray said she got
Fabray.
pregnant.
Hilarious, by the way. Are you a Glee?
No, but I watched that episode. You're a Gleek.
I used to love Glee.
I still love Glee.
Yeah, I
Beggie's
made
Glee.
Keith rewatch it during the pandemic, but it does take I feel like it takes a sad turn after Finn's death.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really hard to watch the show after that.
Yeah, I think I stopped after Finn died because I was just like, wait, yeah, it just wasn't it. Like it just was a little sad.
I'm pretty sure Glee came out my either freshman or sophomore year in college, and I remember we had like 10 or 12 girls all in front of this tiny little TV watching it. We were just like so excited. We were like, oh, a theater show.
My people.
And we fucking loved it.
Oh my God.
It's so funny. And it's just, I mean, it really walks the line of aging poorly. But
I think it jumped the cliff of aging poorly.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of things that do not
where
hold
you're
up
just
on
like
that
jaw
show
drop.
anymore.
Yeah. You're like, holy
But
shit.
at the time, we thought
loved
it was
it.
just so edgy and so funny.
Yeah. Okay. Becky, I feel like type of water. I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm getting waterfall.
Waterfall.
I was literally thinking waterfall.
Yeah. But I don't
In
know
my
why.
head, I was like, if they say something that's not waterfall, I think I'll be offended, but I don't know why.
That's how those little like TikToks are like, ask your friend which one. And I'm like, I told Kaylin because she loves them too. And I was like, it's nice because you can't get them wrong. Like no matter what you say, I'm flattered. And she was like, oh, you can get them wrong for me.
No.
Like I will be.
There's a wrong answer.
What answer
There's a
did she
wrong
reference? Like what would upset her?
I don't know. She says that she's always, her friends always choose water things for her. Like if there's like a, or like darker, she's like a little edgier. She's like I would never have, like, yeah. But I know now I'm kind of scared whenever she sends them to me and is like, you're this one. And I'm like, okay, I have to tell you which one she is, but I don't want to get this wrong. But yeah, I think Becky's waterfall also moves fast. Also, I feel like I just could see you in a rainforest. I don't know why.
Yeah, I do love humidity.
Yeah.
It's great for the curls.
The curls. Yeah.
Great for the waves.
What's your hair situation right now? Like what how are you doing your hair? Do you have a favorite product?
I mean, it's always, I think when you have like wavy curly hair, it's the forever struggle of being like, how do I manage this hair?
Right. Do I want to like lean into the wave or do I want to fight it kind of thing?
Yeah. And it was just so many years of fighting the wave.
Yeah.
I've now made the wave get mad at me. I think gel is the new thing that I'm into.
Yeah.
Not your mother's curl talk, I think is the gel. I feel like it isn't like super heavy. But my hair changed a lot after Henny. So it was like the postpartum hair loss is like you think you escape it. You're like, I've made it 4 months. I was like, my hair is still luscious. It's still going. And then you put your hair up in a ponytail and you're like bald to here. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, okay, let's recalibrate. Does it come back after a year or something, or is it forever?
I mean, I hope so.
We'll see.
I hope so. I've been putting stuff on it. I use like rosemary shampoo and I take all my supplements. I'm really trying to get it to grow back and not fall out in huge clumps. Yeah. But just your body, like the hormones and stuff get all wacky. But I feel like my hair got more, not like more limp after Henny, but it did, like you're on like borrowed biotin, borrowed collagen from the baby, like when it's in you. It like makes your hair so luscious and you're getting all these like nutrients and you're like, oh yeah. So it's not like that was like my hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what one of my girlfriends, she said, she's like, just remember when you were pregnant, it was borrowed. And now it's just going back to what it was before.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maggie, what about you? What hair product are you using?
I'm kind of bad. I like go back and forth on whether or not like I mousse and gel, and then some days I just like will fully blow dry. A couple of months ago, I was really struggling with seborrheic dermatitis along my hairline, and I started like losing it, almost like hair thinning around my hairline, and I finally have managed that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how did you? What product did you have? To get medicine or did you,
I use like pyrithione zinc and like ketoconazole shampoo.
Oh, that's what Keith uses on his.
Yeah, I use like a baby
eczema scalp.
Yeah, I use like a baby shampoo. It's called like Happy Cappy, and I use that like every single wash. And then I would like wash with like a different shampoo. Like I would use that one first, and then I'd use a different shampoo, and it's calmed down a bunch. But every so often, I just get like really bad like buildup along my hairline, and that's just like me, sensitive skin, eczema thing. So like when that's flaring up, I just kind of like will let my hair, I won't nourish the curls the way I'm supposed to, because I was like, okay, I want to blow dry and make sure that this isn't like the perfect environment for more yeast. So I like really get my crown and everything and I get it going. But last night I actually did robe curls.
Oh.
Yeah, like heatless curls. Ooh. Yeah. It was my first time ever doing it. They came out a little funny, but I just like kind of brushed it out with like a wide tooth comb and just let it hang.
That was huge a little bit ago.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Do you remember
big on TikTok?
With the satin ones too.
And then like, you can buy like the bigger roller ones that are specifically for that. But I just used just like a robe belt and just kind of wrapped it around.
Yeah. Which I feel like works because it like absorbs moisture too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys sleeping with stuff like that in your hair? Because I feel like I just eventually, I'm like, I can't sleep. I'm taking this out.
The robe one, at least, I haven't slept with one that's like a fully like huge 1 inch barrel kind of thing. But this one was like very soft, and I like tied it in the front, and I was still able to like sleep back and forth, and it was like slightly damp, and by the morning it was all dry. But it's it wasn't a big one, but I have tried sleeping with a silk bonnet to help like preserve my waves. But those always slip off, and even the ones that I use that have like a ribbon tie, those ones are a little hard because it smashes my hairline down.
Yes.
But I know a lot of people love their silk bonnets, but it just like ends up on the other side of like on top of Zach's head on the other side of the bed.
Yeah. What about you, Becky? Because I feel like you're a sensory girl.
I am a sensory girl. I cannot sleep. The reason that I fight my curls so much is because I hate having wet hair. I don't like the feeling of it like on my clothes or on my back.
Yes.
So if I go to bed, my hair can't be wet because I wouldn't be able, I like would not be able to sleep like that. So I try and shower early enough that it'll be dry by the time I go to bed. And then there's this girl that I followed on TikTok who has beautiful hair. I mean, her hair is just gorgeous. And she said at night she does this one very loose ponytail at the top of her head, and she sprays texture spray into her roots instead of dry shampoo. And I've been doing that for a little while, and I feel like it's been making me wake up with like a little more volume and a little less like flat, which I've loved. So I enjoyed that tip. But yeah, I've tried to sleep with the rope curls, tried to sleep with a bonnet. The most I can do is a sleep mask, but the sleep mask like has to cover my ears if it's going to go around. Like I don't like anything that's like just lightly touching my ears.
Yeah.
So I have to get like the really fat ones for side sleepers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, that's actually a really good tip. The texture spray.
The texture spray is really good. Yeah. And then if I don't do a texture spray or a ponytail, I'll just do like a Dutch braid and leave it because it kind of gives you like mermaidy waves in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you hair oil or anything at your scalp? One of my friends was telling me that she does that like the day before her shower or like maybe right before her shower. She does like a mask and then like a hair oil. And I was like, whoa, I am not in that avenue of hair care yet.
Yeah, probably
But
smells
maybe
good.
I've been using the rosemary oil to try and get the hair to grow back, to try and encourage it.
Go. Yeah.
Encourage it. Because I also need something that's fast.
Right.
Even like at night, I'm like, okay, if I'm showering tonight or showering in the morning, it's got to be like, showers really get quick when the baby's around.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. So Zach's Christmas tree is still up. How do you feel?
Oh my gosh. The Christmas tree was giving me
still up?
guys.
Oh,
no.
it's off.
Okay.
It is off
I was
now.
like, it is March.
It is off now. It was stressing me out. It was up until probably right before Valentine's Day, I want to say. It was a long time. So we traveled over Christmas and New Year's, and then like things just got crazy. And I was like, okay, we're going to do that this weekend. And then plans would come up. So we didn't do it. And Zach just started to lean in. He's just like, these lights really make me happy. I was like, yeah, I know. But next year, maybe we should do it like November 1st. So then like by mid-January, we can take it down. He's just like, no, I like it. So we kind of leaned in for a while. And now we've replaced the Christmas tree with like some fun giant like bulb lighting fixtures around the house. So that makes us really happy. And they're on automatic timers now. So we did trade in the Christmas tree.
What was the straw that
Zach really loved it, and he was like, I love it. It's fine. Just like close our front window so none of our neighbors judge us. But yeah, it was also coupled with the fact that this was our first Christmas tree. It was the first year I had bought ornaments and like dried flowers for it. And then like, so it was like all very new, and we'll probably like add more next year. But it was stressing me out. Every single time I would come home, or Zach's sister or my sister or my mom would come over and be like, the Christmas tree is still up. I'm just like, don't look at that. Don't.
I can't talk about this.
Look at me.
Look away from the tree.
Look away. Yeah.
So Zach is always talking about the farmer's market.
Yes. He loves his farmer's market goods.
So many famous people there.
So many. Has he seen famous people there?
Well, mostly Lily Singh.
Oh yeah. That's his friend.
Yeah. But I feel like there's other, so what is your favorite thing to get at the farmer's market?
There is a vegan baker at our farmer's market that I love. And I also like just getting flowers.
Yeah. Becky, do you go to the same farmer's market?
We go to the same farmer's market. We definitely, obviously went much more prior to baby. But now we meet up with our friends sometimes and walk Henry around. Like we went yesterday, and speaking of celebos.
Who was there?
I saw KJ Appa.
No way.
Archie from Riverdale with his kid.
Wow.
We were sitting next to Breckenmeyer at breakfast.
Did you use Henny as like a
way to talk to KJ?
How old is your kid?
No, but Breckenmeyer did say Henny was very cute. And we're like, thank you.
Thank you.
What other celebo is there?
Wait.
I've seen Daveed Diggs there.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
I've seen
love
Adam
David
Scott
David.
at the one at our local one. I've seen him a bunch around town. I feel like that man and I just like
You
have
must.
matching itineraries sometime. I've seen him. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
I've seen him at the grocery store. I've seen him at the farmer's market. I was picking out flowers one day at a local florist and he was there again. I was like, sir,
You're like,
you got to stop
stalker.
following me around. Okay.
you're like, okay, you're obsessed with me. That is, you must be in the same. So I feel like in college, I would have these people where I'm like, I don't know you, but you're everywhere. Like everywhere that we have some same schedule or something.
Yeah.
100%.
KJ 100%. Appa, I want to know more because he has a crazy vibe on TikTok.
He has a crazy vibe. He was just pretty chill. I mean, he had like a buzz cut and he was pushing his kid on a little like red car thing. So it was really cute. Aww. He just kind of came in and out from where we were eating. Because we just went for brunch and to have like some coffee with Erica and Max and Nick. And then our friends Mark and Robin too. All of our college friends basically have babies that are within like 6 months to 7 months of each other. So we like to meet up and wander. Excuse me, I burped. But we usually only get bread at the farmer's market.
Bread?
Yes, because I watched this documentary. I think I've talked about it on the podcast before. And it was all about Big Sugar. And literally nothing stuck in my head about sugars. Like, obviously, I eat a lot of candy. Nothing stuck in my head about sugar other than there was sugar in bread. And I was like, why are we putting sugar in bread? And, like, when I would go to the grocery store, I was like, why are there 4 grams of sugar in this bread? The bread that I've been eating my whole life.
4 grams in the entire loaf? That you're going to eat?
Over? No, per
slice?
serving.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So then I just had it in my head that I would get either farmer's market bread or our Whole Foods has tartine bread, which is like an LA bakery. So I get that bread.
That bread is good.
That bread is, and I like that they sell half loaves.
Yes. That's literally why I started buying it in the first place. Not even because it was tartine, but I was just like,
I hate throwing food away. So like the half loaves are helpful.
You can freeze your bread.
Not my preferred. I love eating like fresh sourdough.
Yeah.
I like try and go through it as quickly as I can because I just love
well,
it.
if you're getting to the end of it, freeze it because then you don't have to, it's not going to go bad after that.
Yeah.
You can have it for toast.
And you slice it first, right? That's the big thing. That's the mistake I've made.
For freezing it. Yeah.
I get it and I'm like, wait a second.
What do I do with this?
Slice it first.
I guess we'll have this whole thing thaw. Are there any last thoughts before we close out?
I was going to say just that we have to have Zach on to have the heated Southwest versus Delta debate.
I love that Becky just like has this fight and he has no idea.
Does he not even know about it?
Oh, he knows. He knows. That Try Guys TikTok had a lot of comments. He knows. He pretends he doesn't know, but he knows that the people know. He knows the people are unhappy with his Southwest slander.
Yeah. I will say I'm also pro Southwest. Always flying Southwest.
Yes, Rainie.
Always getting points.
Points.
I just love it. And it flies from Burbank to Denver, which is my big trip.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Anytime you can
We're
fly
Burbank.
Oh, Burbank Airport. I am obsessed with the Burbank Airport.
I'm so many. There's been multiple times where I could have flown out of Burbank, but they don't have as many flights. And I hate that I have to go to LAX and deal with the pickup lot. It's awful. It's awful.
Oh yeah.
It's so
but you know who has a lot of flights going out of Burbank? Bob Hope, Southwest.
Not to where I need to go.
A lot of Southwest.
Where are you going, by the way? Because
Puerto Vallarta.
Oh.
I've gone there like 3 times in the last like 6 months, and that is not an international.
It's not an
I don't know if they
international
fly
hub.
internationally, but they do not fly there.
Borderline, I'm like, could I go from Burbank Airport to LAX? I would rather do that than do the parking, do the drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do a stop down at
Yeah.
LAX.
That.
Yeah, 100%.
And there's not that many cross country New York flights, and that's where you go visit his family there. So
I'm surprised that I guess they're just so itty bitty.
Yeah,
they're babies.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for tuning into another episode. Be sure you're washing your hands, being nice to yourselves, being nice to others, tipping your servers, registering to vote, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.